I mean, no much time. Ooh, say what? Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to let you know that that was one of my favorite sitcoms as a child. 227. That used to actually come on Saturday nights. It used to come on, I think, I don't remember, but I do recall it came on Saturday nights because that's when I remember I got in trouble. And Saturday nights was the night I remember getting my ass whipped, beat, or struck, or just be like, I was doing something wrong. Good evening, ladies and gents. Hi, y'all. Welcome. I mean, no place, child. Ooh. Mary. Mary. That's Jack A. It's, I think I still have it. Would you guys like some golden berries? This must be a California thing because growing up in the Midwest, we didn't have these. And so for the past like 5 years, I've been obsessed with these golden berries and they're really tart. They're juicy. Love them. They're my favorite fruit. I love cherries. Um, mm, so tart, like my soul. How you guys doing? I'm watching the time, y'all, because I have to be up quite early. But I wanted to say hello to the YouTube world. Hello. I missed out on a lot, haven't I? First of all, before I, there's certain things I'm not going to laugh about, okay? So let's just put it out there. I know about the whole arrestgate thing that's been going on in the black and beef sector with a certain content creator. What I do not like, what I do not subscribe to is, oh my gosh, these. I don't subscribe to having a black woman get locked up over YouTube stuff. Okay? I'm gonna eat one of these. Mm, mm. So juicy. People talk about juicy. This juicy. Mm. But welcome to a late night chat. It is 11:41 Pacific Standard Time. Everywhere else in the world, it is probably uh, 2:41 or 1:42 uh, Central Standard. East Coast would be 2:42 time. I know my persist, but my anyway. So how are you guys doing? I'm not gonna be here long, but I will have to make some. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, you guys. Uh, I'm being vain right now because I just okay. Vanity is something. Hi, Jai. Good evening. Um, I want to say something about this whole thing that's going on with a certain content creator and them getting um, the popo and getting locked up because of the popo. Because we have someone that is in the sectors ladies and gentlemen. Jason, is that his name? Jason, like, ree, 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 ree. Perfect name. Your parents did really well with that. Jason. I don't understand why. I'm starting to see something with certain people within my tribe. Why are certain Black people afraid of a white supremacist that is trying to destroy, um, I don't know, Black content creators, trying to say that they are the originators of a well-known Black sector called the beef sector? I mean, I'm not going to say this person's name anymore, but the beef sector knows who I am, who I'm talking about. There's a bunch of fucking coons. There's a bunch of fucking oh my god. I just can we just have a conversation? Can we just have some dialogue, ladies and gentlemen? This person named Jason. Jason, that's his name, right? I'm not afraid to say his name. For some reason, it's like I notice it's like, don't say his name. If you rub it 3 times, if you rub it 3 times, he'll pop up. Don't say his name. I'm gonna say his name. His name is Jason. He is a racist. He's a white supremacist. He goes around harassing content creators, even content creators who do not even, don't want to call the FBI or the CIA or the Popo or the. But what I'm finding funny is I'm not going to put this all on that colonizer. I'm going to put this on y'all. Can we have a discussion? We can have a discussion, right? Okay, cool. I get chastised because of a person, my partner, um, or the way I talk, or certain things that I'm not Black enough. Doesn't happen that often in these sectors, but I do get chastised because of someone that I'm married to. But mm, yet I may get chastised because I'm not married to a Black man, but I still know when I'm being disrespected, or a whole community in the diaspora is being disrespected. Por ejemplo, I was in Vic's live earlier. I'm not going to shut him out because he is a. I'll let you figure that out. And just the whole tap dance of it all. We got a problem. We don't know how to stay on code. That's where that's the whole conversation of this, ladies and gentlemen. Staying on code. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that that person who has been in the facility of the incarceration temporarily is not guilty. I do not believe in calling facilities government agencies for YouTube stuff. I think that's kind of whack. I think it's a little bit extra. And I think that's like, oh my God, really? Seriously? That's my opinion and that's how I feel. But I do not agree with this colonizer who says the N word, who said spooks on Vic's chat. Y'all, dude, this person, Jason, said spooks on Vic's chat. No, some people caught that. I saw the moderators in Vic's chat catch a lot of this stuff. And then I saw it and I heard him mocking, mocking people of us talking. He's a very disgusting, vile human being. But, but I'm not going to put all that anger out on Jason. Mm. By the way, Jason, I have no warrants. I just don't like white supremacists or thugs or colonizers like yourself. That's the difference. He even said today in Vic's chat, well, the white people are getting the short end of the stick. I'm paraphrasing, by the way. He was given that MAGA, like, what about me, Karen, Brad vibes. But that's to be expected from some, not all. But there's this thing called staying on code. Staying on code of the diaspora. And when I say the diaspora, you know what I mean. For those who are very intelligent enough, diaspora is all of us of the black. Just because it's YouTube and they're not saying it in your face or they're not doing it to you, what makes you think that you're not next? What makes you think that they're not going to come after you? I mean, hello. White supremacy does not just go after, well, he's one of the good ones, but one of the good ones will be one of the, you're not so good to me anymore because you're in my way. You get it? I'm really disappointed in some of the people in the diaspora. You piss me off even more. Because you know what? The thing is, I would just want to let people know that you don't have to be white to be a white supremacist, or you don't have to be white to have that ideology that is ingrained. We all have some kind of we all have something from white supremacy of an ideology that is ingrained into us, but we also have to break away from that. But what makes me fucking sick is the fact that you would honestly take this fucking colonizer's word rather than do your own research. And I'm talking to Vic and I'm talking to the rest of the. Hold on. I don't think you can hear me tap dance, but that's a tap dancer. Tap, nigga. Tap. Tap. I'm really tired of tap dancers in the diaspora. I'm really tired of it. And just because, and here's another thing, and this is not just going out to tap dancers, this is also something else. And I was in the bushes while this was going on last night. I have to agree, I don't agree with certain people a lot because I don't like homophobes, I don't like misogynists, and I surely don't like white supremacists. But just because this woman that, I'm sorry, she was wrong for putting up a child's, I like, she's never done anything to me, but that's wrong. You can't post up a child stuff. Leave it to the adults, man. Don't do that. I agree with that. Don't do that. But I'm also saying any of us, all of us, why would you even go to the government facilities as a way, as a drag, as a way as like to get someone back? Why? What it gives me is the plantation mentality of some of y'all. And yes, I'm going to say it, plantation mentality of how you think about your own. That's kind of, it's about staying on code, y'all. You know how Jewish people stay on code? How Chinese people stay on code? We don't do that. And I'm talking about African Americans right now in the diaspora. Now I'm talking about us here in this racist plantation field called America KKK. We've never learned how to stay on code with each other. And that's a goddamn shame because, you look like a buffoon. We look like assholes and we just look like we don't care about each other. And that's why white supremacy wins because they see that. They see that, well, well, these Negroes, if you got someone under them and you tell one of those other ones, it's a field plantation mentality, okay? And we still don't get it. It's not cool to embrace or celebrate a woman getting locked up because of her own stupidity. Now, we can poke fun later on. But when it has the hands and the dirty work of a white supremacist, why is that okay? I don't find that okay at all. I don't find that there is nothing okay with that. Look at my numbers drop. I only had, hi, King Ramon. Don't nobody want to hear smart shit or, you know, don't nobody want to hear that. They want to hear like, fuck you, blah, blah, blah. They want to hear intelligence. Because you want to think like white supremacists. Y'all Negroes want to think a certain way. And I'm really tired of y'all thinking that way. You have a white supremacy ideology, and it's really fucking gross. Now, let's talk about it. For her to do that and to also call facility or different government agencies, and I'm not just talking about her, but I'm talking about others. Why would you do that? Why would you call the slave patrol on your own? Because that's what it is. You know what the police was, right? For some of the for some of you Negroes in the back, the police were slave patrol. I just want to let you know that. So why to hurt? Because words hurt you that much. You want to call the man. They said they were gonna put like a tic tac in my butthole. So I'm gonna call the police. Really? 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 Okay. You're really soft. Mhm. I do not condone any of us using any kind of government facility to try to hurt us. Keep this shit on YouTube. But you can't because you're fucking soft. And somebody never told you that they loved you. That's really fucked up. really fucked up. I mean, how sick is it that we as a people, and oh, by the way, people want to talk about the black sector, the black sector. Black and beef are both kind of the same thing, but it doesn't even have to be about sectors at this point. I just know, oh God, why are you here? I don't like you. You should move on. I've ignored you. I know I'm a bore. I know, I know. And I'm okay with that. But you're here, aren't you? See, like this broad right here. She wants attention. Explain. I'm jealous. What is jealousy? Can you give me the definition of jealousy, my dear? Is jealousy being on YouTube constantly trying to look for constant attention, look for some self gratification, look for someone to love you, look for someone to give you some kind of like, I don't know, help? Diva, move on. You're not even on my radar, sweetheart. You should really seek therapy. But thank you for watching. I'm not, you're a waste of space to me, my dear. So, congratulations. You suck at life. Hi, Sarah. But thank you for watching. But anyway, oh, by the way, this is also a woman that brings a prejudice Hispanic man that puts blackface on and calls us a bunch of N words. So, yeah, Empress Tomboy Kun Kun. Check her out. She hates herself. Moving on. Um, but what it is, oh, let me get rid of that. I'm not going to block you yet. But what it is the fact of the matter is, it's like what happened last night was it's extreme. It's oh sweetheart, we moved on. We've moved on. I'm talking about something else, but thank you. Thank you, Indigo. um there's this thing called being on code. And I notice a lot of us don't know about staying on code. Now, staying on code does not mean we staying on code, we have to protect everyone that's black. No, 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 no. We don't protect people like R. Kelly. We don't protect people like the DC sniper. We don't protect Clarence Thomas. We don't protect like Diva Tom Coon. We don't protect any of those kind of people. No. Staying on code is like, listen, when outsiders like Jason come, and here's the thing about Jason. He has a pattern. He's not just went after the one content creator recently that has been part of something. But he will do it to many. There has been a pattern with this person, but yet people want to work with him. There is like this slave master mentality of, I just don't understand what it is about like, why do it's not okay to work with white supremacists. It's not okay. Phi Babe has worked with him, from what I've heard. Tracy, sorry, sweetheart. A lot of people have worked with this white supremacist, and he turns on all of them. Watch, he's probably digging up my dirt. I'm gonna get this black bitch. Hmm, I don't have anything to hide. I got a DUI in 2007. Ooh, I have no warrants, bitch. This person said spooks. When you hear someone say that a demographic is spooks and they come from a different hue, how are you supposed to take it? I mean, these aren't even dog whistles at this point. It's just, I don't know. It just, I'm going to sound very, very, I'm going to sound like an asshole right now. I don't think most y'all people have ever had any kind of racism or don't even know what white supremacy is or manipulation. Dory. Like all these words that have came up and how they talk to us. But a lot of us will go at someone that has done lesser than, who look like us. I mean, child, really? I want to know who raised some of y'all. Ain't nothing worse than a sellout. Now, I've been told that I'm a sellout, blah, blah, boo, 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 because I'm married to someone of a different hue than me. But that don't mean shit from Shinola just because I'm married to someone of a different hue. I'm still know who I am, and I still know who I come from, and I still know the disrespect and the language of white supremacy. But yeah, y'all want to entertain this shit. Misty, you're that fucking bitch too. People want to have that fucking Misty who likes, these people like to say the N word on platforms. It's live, it's on tape. But I'm just, I'm just going to coon and just do 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 do. Yeah, boss, I'm just going to be right there with them. Really? These people are online saying disparaging racist things about us. And y'all want to, some of y'all want to work with them really to get back at another Black content creator because you don't have the heart to do it yourself. Really, that's really fucked up. Now, let's tread back and talk about those who are of the same hue that want to use massa as a way to punish. That ain't cool either. I do not believe in using government, I, any kind of form of government to call, to use. I mean, unless it's ZX, but we're not calling, he just falls into that. But no, I would not want to call the housing association on that man. I would not want to call CPS on any woman or man or family. I would not want to call the po-po. What is wrong with y'all Negroes? Really? They're killing us, right? I mean, have you gotten the memo? Last time I checked, they were killing Negroes for fun. But yet, well, they hurt my feelings. I call them FBI. This is harassment. Okay. harassment. Y'all, I'm gonna be very unpopular after this. Y'all make me fucking sick with that shit. Y'all really do. You take the fun out of it. Y'all, some of y'all are starting to act like a bunch of Karens, or excuse me, Keishas and Kenneths. Keisha and Kenneth. No, for real. Y'all starting to act like a bunch of Keishas and Kenneths. Like seriously, where was the drag part? I mean, I'm not cool with the death threats and all that stuff. I'm not into that. Or like wishing you're dead. I'm a little bit more soft. I am soft. I can admit that. But when you call government agencies and you play with the government, you put yourself on the list, by the way. Duh. I mean, you're trying to find someone or something to really destroy or murder someone. Oh, did I say murder? Merc. Whatever. You know, bunch of soft motherfuckers. It really is. You take the fun out of actually, we called it joning. I grew up in the 90s, so we called it joning, jousting. But what it tells me is that there's a lot of lost people and a lot of mentally ill people, and a lot of people who are just not in tune with their blackness or staying on code. There's a code. Man, don't you know that when we stay on code, we got numbers, and when we stay on code, we can actually like weed out certain things when you stay on code. And then when you stay on code, you can actually weed out some of those assholes. Then I'm like, that motherfucker was on code. He was dead to me anyway, or she was dead to me anyway. Yeah. The education system in America fucked us up on purpose. You know, because it wanted us to fail. And some of us I see on these YouTube streets fell for the okey doke. Right, Diva? Anyway, that was shade. I just don't like this. I don't like the fact that this whole police thing and all that. Welcome back to the treehouse. Ooh, sorry. Oh, that was Slappy. I like Slappy. Slappy's so cool. Slappy Slapster. Love her. She's creative. That is some creative stuff. That, but there's the beauty of certain things as well in the Black beef sector, where you have creative people like Slapster that uses her voice in this. Hi guys. I love that. Um, but here's something else to think about. In both these sectors, I mean, how many of us have $1 million contract? I know I don't. How many of us have a big sponsor? I don't have a big sponsor yet, but I'm just a little struggle channel anyway, so. But yet we want to sit here and battle each other because I don't know. I just don't like this whole police CPS, people getting in jail, dude. That's another level. I mean, Zoom court is one thing, but jail? Y'all need to leave these government agencies alone. Did y'all not know that they don't like us? I don't. Mm, anyway, ain't nobody gonna come up and want to talk, have this conversation with me. Because it's too much or it's boring. Because having an intellectual conversation without yelling is just not hip in any of the sectors. You know, if I'm not, if we're not cursing someone out or hurting someone that looks like us, it's not entertaining. But yet, we still have two white supremacists that love to run around, run amok. And y'all ain't never done nothing to them yet. I mean, I've tried to get rid of one, Misty, because she says the N word. What a fucking disappointment. Disappointing. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. You know what else is disappointing? The fact that certain people give mentally ill people more chances than the mentally sane. I'm talking about here, Dory. Now, that horse has never done anything to me. But what I've noticed is that horse causes a muck. That horse will destroy lives and kick you in your face. Have you ever been kicked by a horse? That should hurt. I've been kicked in, not in the chest because I've been dead, but I've been kicked in the shin by a pony. Thank God. Because if it was a horse, I would have been one leg. But again, when someone is spewing their mentally ill self, you should actually pick up on that and actually possibly use the fact that, hey, this bitch might do the same thing to me. Ding, 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 ding. Right? Right? Yeah. It's called observation, ladies and gentlemen. Like, I just, I want to know what school did some of y'all go to or what college or university, seriously. Because, and actually, no, fuck that. You don't have to be in school to know about observation of the fact of like, hey, I'm looking at this person, I'm watching them, I'm watching their character, I see how they move. I don't like the way they're moving. And the way they're moving, that the way they move with that person, that could be me. Can no one pick that part up? Am I that old of a millennial to not? I mean, seriously. I mean, Pizarro, I'm sorry about your channel getting fucked up, but you should have got rid of that bitch a long time ago, man. The signs were there. Everyone would told you. But again, I guess it's clicks or views, your channel, what have you. But now we're in this whole hot fuckery of shit. When then she wants to work with white supremacists. I don't understand some people, man. I don't get it. Anyone, if you got, you can hit the link if y'all want to. because it's my struggle channel. And plus, it's late, so, but people are, someone told me a couple years ago when I used to say, like, have some gosh darn common sense. And then my friend said, like, well, common sense ain't that common. Well, holy Santa Claus shit, weren't they right? Common sense ain't that common. Mm-mm-mm. It ain't. Mm. Well, sad. But I've missed a lot in all these sectors and stuff, but I did not miss what happened with Tracy and that person. And let me just say this. I do not agree with posting children up on that. I don't agree with that. But I also don't agree with um, calling government agencies, like I said, and I also don't agree with rejoicing in a black woman's imprisonment. That's kind of, to me, it was kind of disappointing. It was kind of really disappointing that people would rejoice in that. And I get it, she's done some dirt and what have you, but I did appreciate some of the conversations that were happening, and people were like, "It's not about race. It's not about race." And first of all, to that chop chop person who doesn't know what the definition of racism is, that's not an opinion, sweetheart. That is a definition. I really think you should go to night school. Anyway, black people cannot be racist. We can be prejudiced and we can be bigots. Like Roy. Roy can't be racist. He is the Mexican that put on blackface. He's not racist. He's a bigot and he's prejudiced because he is of a Mexican origin and, you know, he's not the majority. The word racism has the word majority into it, and the majority has self control, or not self control, but the control of an institution. So that's why we can't be racist. Duh. But again, I mean, I'm learning every day. I don't know everything. I read, I the point is to share logic and information and education just with everyone that I know. Just like it would be the same thing with you guys sharing education and logic with me. And I just no, disappointed. So disappointed. Anyway, mm, well, I think I'm gonna make me a salad before I go to bed because I'm kind of hungry and I've got shit to do. But I said what I said. I do not like us using the government facilities, facilities as some kind of clutch to call and fuck people's lives up. That's really lame and stupid. Never was for it in the first place. That shit ain't cool. But I also don't embrace in someone's demise of being locked up into the plantation. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but the police are the original slave catchers. So when you call the police on your own, when they ain't doing shit, because they s- they said they were gonna stick a hot dog up my ass. I'm gonna call the police and the FBI. I'm not down for that. Now, harassment. We need to learn what that means in both these sectors. Because when it comes to harassment, I see people go back and forth with each other. So it's like, anyway. Well, my unpopular view. And so I'm going to go to sleep, do my ting. Yeah. Obviously, no one wants to hit the link. I'm okay with that. I might listen to some Rod Stewart before I go to bed. Oh, and by the way, a lot of us need to be a little bit on code, especially after what happened last week in Buffalo, New York. I mean, if that isn't, we're living in an age of where we need to be on code and where we need to have each other and not do these things with each other. I mean, it's okay to curse each other out and say, fuck you, suck my dick, eat shit, blah, blah, blah. But there is an army that is after us, and we don't need those people to infiltrate into our community. And what some of y'all are doing is helping them or doing the job for them. Just saying. So, all right. Before I go. So long, farewell, I'll meet you in the end. So long, farewell, I'll get you in the end. So long, farewell, I'll meet you in the end. So long, farewell, I'll get you in the end. Good night.